Hey beauties, look what I finally have in my makeup loving hands. This is the insanely gorgeous Betty palette from Lisa Eldridge, and I have the matching makeup case, which is inspired by Lisa Eldridge's cat, Betty. I'm so happy to have this cat-inspired collection in my makeup loving hands to test out for you. Together, we're going to try out this palette and see if it's the most perfect palette for your spring and summer. And we're going to make some fun cat jokes together. We have a lot of fun in store. So please make sure that you stick around. Please also make sure that you subscribe and hit the notification bell below because we have so many exciting spring makeup releases coming up, and I wouldn't want you to miss out on a single one. So if you want to join our growing community of beauty lovers and friends, please hit the subscribe button and let's get this party started. So today might be the most adorable review that we've done on my channel. And no, I'm not talking about myself. Of course, I know I'm adorable. We are talking about the Betty, I want to say collection from Lisa Eldridge because it's kind of a collection in the sense of we have this makeup bag inspired by Betty, Lisa Eldridge's cat, and we also have the Betty palette. Now, this adorable makeup bag was available on the website. I think it's still available at the time of filming, and it is inspired by Lisa Eldridge's cat, Betty. And it is just the most soft, beautiful makeup bag. I absolutely love it. I'll let you know in the description box if it's still available when I post this review, but hopefully it's still available. You can also purchase it separately for $35, but I definitely recommend it. It is absolutely stunning. And let me just show you the inside. Okay, so that's the inside, so it's easy to clean, and it is just so cute. It's so adorable. I love animals so much. I love cats. I love dogs. So any makeup collection or makeup bag that is inspired by a dog or a cat, I'm all here for. And it also inspired my nails. I got these cat eye nails specifically for Betty, or for this Betty review, I should say. But aren't they cute? Oh, I'm so excited about them. I've never had cat eye nails before. I absolutely love them. So Betty inspired my nail color, and I think it matches pretty well. Look at that. So I am super stoked about this collection. I don't just love dogs and cats. I love all animals, elephants, horses. I saw a video the other day on YouTube. It was a miniature horse that was being rehabbed in this house with all dogs in it. And the little miniature horse became almost like one of the dogs, and she was playing around with the dogs. It almost brought me to tears. It was so cute. Also, I went to Home Goods to pick up some decorations for the background and just for my life in general. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know that around Christmas time, I developed, I don't want to say an obsession, but an obsession with the Highland cows, you know, the fur cows with the little things coming out. So I developed an obsession with this around Christmas time, and I thought it was only restricted to Christmas time. No. They have St. Patrick's Day Highland cows and Easter Highland cows that I picked up at Home Goods, and they'll be making an appearance behind me. I am so excited to continue my little collection of Highland cows. Why Highland cows? I have no idea. I don't know what that says about me as a person, but the obsession is growing, and I'm here for it. Let me know in the comments down below if you have a particular animal that you're obsessed with. So let's stop talking about Highland cows now, and let's talk about makeup. So here we have Betty, and I have been anxiously waiting for Betty to arrive on my doorstep. I feel like I've been waiting 6 months for this to come. It's only been maybe 10 days, something like that, but it's felt longer because I've been seeing everyone else use it online, even the old videos of, you know, when it was originally released, and I needed it in my life. So now it's here, so I'm happy again. For now. My emotions changed on a whim. So we could be talking about a different situation an hour from now, but at the present moment, very happy camper right here. So let's talk about the shades. I'm going to swatch. Let's see. Start here. So that is the first shade right there. So this is high maintenance. A shade named after me. Look at that. So that is high maintenance right there. You know, people think being high maintenance is a bad thing. I always say I'm worth it, so the maintenance it's high, but it's worth it. Okay, so that is the second shade right there. And this is a luminous shade, Posh. And just so you know, I'm doing 2 swatches for each color. This way you could see how the pigment builds up. So that is Posh. Now we have Lavender Queen. That is Lavender Queen right there. Next we have Prima Donna. Gorgeous. Also, that's how it looks on my makeup loving finger right there. Next we have Starlit, which is a luminous duo shade. So that is Starlit. Beautiful. And then the last one is Talk to the Paw, which we love. So that's a great shade name. So that is Talk to the Paw. So this is the Betty palette swatched. She's so pretty. Look at this. So cute. It's almost perfect. Come on. You know I had to make a cat joke. Come on. You know I had to. It's almost catagious. Okay. Kidding. Can I make another cat joke? Like if I could think of one. Oh, I thought of one. Hold your applause till the end. Okay. I'm going to keep thinking of them as we apply the makeup, but I'm going to stop with the cat jokes for now, and I will try to think of better ones towards the end of the video. I will try my best because it's fun. Okay. I'm probably more proud of those jokes than I should be, but anyway, moving on. So I'm going to use this as my primer. This is the Lisa Eldridge Liquid Eyeshadow in the shade Paige. I recently reviewed this on my channel, and normally I wear eyeshadow primer, but I want to use this as a base shade because I know a lot of you had picked up these liquid shadows, and maybe you're curious about it. I think this is a great base shade. Yeah, see? I'm only going to do one eye for now. I'll do the other one in a few minutes. I just thought of another cat joke. Got to find the right time to put it in this video, but it's coming. Stay tuned. It's coming. Okay, so now that the eyelid is primed, we're going to go in with, let's see, what do we want to do first? Okay. Kind of want to do like a sunset look. Oh no, maybe I want to do purple first. I don't know. So I'm going to take this shade right here. This is Posh, and I'm going to put that into the outer corner here. I saw that Lisa Eldridge is, I think, re-releasing another one of her palettes soon. Let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. I think the name is Fawn, I think. But let me know if you'd be interested in seeing that. Well, that's pretty. See, like, you could totally combine this shade right here, the Posh shade, with the liquid eyeshadow. And that's like a great everyday combination. I love that. My concern, I won't say concern, but my thought with this palette would be that it's too shimmery on its own. You need more depth than maybe from another palette or something. But if you combine this shade right here, the Posh shade, with that Paige shade, you could have a perfect everyday look. For the office or something, it's really pretty, actually. I'm going to be using this combination a lot. And this brush I'm using is one of the Louis Vuitton brushes. It's not one of my favorites, but I am washing my makeup brushes right now, so I am working with a little bit of a limited stock, a little bit. So now I'm going to take this shade right here with my finger. This is Starlit. I'm going to apply it. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Right there. Now again, you could have left it the way I had it originally, just for, like a basic everyday look. But here we're going a little bit more wild. We're just taking it up a notch. And I do have a mascara and an eyeliner to try. I'm going to save those till the end because I will be taking off these two looks. So I could see how these colors were inspired by her cat because the shade in particular, that shift right there, I could totally see that coming from Betty. As if Betty and I are on a first name basis, or me and Lisa. Me and Lisa, we hang, right? I can call her Lisa. Okay, so I'm not going to do under the eye too much just because I will be taking this off. But let's see what we can do here. So here I'm just trying to show you also how you can do a pretty much neutral look, or not neutral, but more neutral leaning because this palette is pretty bold. These colors are very fun and in your face. So I just wanted to show you how you could do a more subtle look in case you're worried about this being too much of a party palette to incorporate into more everyday life. I think that you can use this for everyday life. And the Posh shade, and kind of just combining them on my brush. This is a Details by Tati brush EX6. I'm just running it along the lash here. Again, just imagine this with mascara and a lower lash eyeliner. All right, so that gives it a little bit more dimension. Got a little hint of a wing there. So this is the completed look without mascara and eyeliner on the bottom here. But I just wanted to show you how you can use this bold, fun palette to do a more everyday look in case you're thinking that this is something you would only use for when you want something really bold or when you're doing more of a fun look. I just wanted to show you how you can incorporate this palette into your everyday lifestyle because I think this is something that you could totally wear for the office. You could wear it for a business meeting. You could wear it for your everyday life, something where you don't want to be, disco ball coming in from the ceiling. I don't know why disco ball, but my point is that if you did not want to go crazy with a look for the day and you just wanted something more subtle but yet very feminine and girly and playful, I think that this palette can definitely achieve that because you have this dimension and depth from this shade right here, the Posh shade and the Talk to the Paw. It brings enough dimension in that you can balance this beautiful starlit shade right here to have a beautiful everyday look. So, all right. Next eye, I think we're going to do, I'm feeling like a very sunset vibe. So using this shade right here, this is High Maintenance, again, much like myself. Using High Maintenance as the star of the show. And then moving on to Posh. And I don't know, maybe a little bit of like a lavender color. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do with this. We're going to find out together. So I'm going to prime my eyelid. I'm going to prime my eye right here. Again, this side. I'm going to take this off because I feel like I'm going to be getting this on my sweater soon. Or I'll go like this with my hair and I'll have purple hair, which is a good look, but not today. Maybe another day. Okay, just priming that eyelid. This shade is such a good primer shade. Again, this is Paige. You see how that just gave such a nice, clean canvas to the eyelid? Perfection. All right, so we're going to take this High Maintenance shade, and this is a Rephr 02, and I'm just going to pack that on the eyelid. Now, all these shades could be worn as one and done, I think, except maybe this starlit shade. It's a little bit iridescent to be on its own, but for the most part, these shades could be one and done shades. But I want to show you how you can combine different shades and really have fun with the palette. It's pretty. Love that. That's a beautiful one and done shade, but we're not going to leave it like that. And forgive me, my makeup brushes I'm currently washing because at the time of filming, I have my Chanel review that I have to film and I want to be all ready for that. So I'm trying to preserve my brushes wisely. So at the time that this video is up, my Chanel review should be up. So let me know in the comments down below, what did you think of that review? What did you think of the collection? Did you buy anything? I love to hear what everybody is picking up or thinking of picking up. And obviously, I don't know what will be selling out at the time of filming this. The hand cream, unfortunately, is sold out, but I am expecting it will come back in stock. Maybe not on Chanel, but maybe on Nordstrom's website. So I will be monitoring the websites very closely. So make sure you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell down below so you don't miss any of the updates. I do post a lot on my community page here on YouTube and on my other social, just so that you're aware of any updates between reviews. I like to keep you up to date with all the latest in makeup and beauty. So please make sure that you subscribe. And more importantly, I would just love to have you join our growing community of beauty lovers and friends. We have so much fun talking about makeup and life in general. It's not just makeup, but we are really a growing community of beauty lovers and friends, and we would seriously love to have you here. So I'd really love it if you were to consider subscribing. And if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you. Okay, so I feel like I want to combine this shade with Prima Donna. Now, obviously, any of these shades, if you apply them with your finger, you will get more of a color payoff. But just because I don't know how these colors will combine yet, I'm just going in with the brush. I could always bump up the impact of the pigment with my fingers later on. Pretty. I was going to combine the High Maintenance shade with either Talk to the Paw or the Paw shade, but I feel like that's a safe bet, and we don't want to be safe today. We want to experiment, have fun. Loving that combination. And I'm loving how these shades are layering. Really creamy, really smooth. So now that I have gotten the basic framework of how I want the look to go, I'm going to go back in with my finger and apply the High Maintenance shade because I want more of an impact. Now this keeps happening. My nails have been getting longer and longer and I've been able to get them to stay long. But now when I do my makeup, I always get makeup somehow on my nose or something when I use my finger because my nails are getting a little bit too long, but I'm keeping them that way. I like them. Okay, so now I'm getting more impact because I'm using my fingers. I'm going to take Lavender Queen right there and just apply it right in the middle. I'm going to take a reference number 29, and I'm going to go into that shade Posh. I'm just going to give some definition here. Just because we're applying some white shades together, it needs a little bit of definition. And just imagine this with, mascara. It would be a little bit more impactful. Just switching to a Details by Tati brush. Just because I want to give more of a defined eyeliner. Okay, so what do we think of look number 2? I did add a little bit of the Posh shade over here and here as an eyeliner just to give some definition, but I think it's beautiful. It's just soft and feminine, perfect for spring, so easy to use. The formula is just buttery smooth, no fallout. It's perfection. I really love this palette. I know I say that a lot, but I do love a lot of things, and this is one of them. I talk about this a lot on my channel. There's some makeup that just inspires me to play with makeup, like a Danessa Myricks palette or the Anastasia Beverly Hills glider sticks. Those really were fun. Or just a really good lip shade or whatever it may be. There's just some makeup that inspires me to play with makeup more. And I feel like this palette is one of those things. It's just so fun to play with. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to look at. It's beautiful to apply. The finishes are beautiful. There's no fallout. Just really fun, really beautiful, and perfect for the spring. I'm glad that she brought this palette back. So I'm going to take these looks off my makeup loving eyes, and we're going to play more with the purple shades to have that true quintessential Betty look. And then we're going to try out mascara, eyeliner, and a new shade of lipstick that I picked up. So we have a lot of more fun things in store, so please stay tuned. Also, I want to tell you quickly what I have on my makeup loving face. So I have on the Prada foundation in the shade LW10. I have Sarah Creal concealer, always and forever. Would have been nice if I cleaned it. Sarah Creal concealer. Lisa Eldridge lip gloss from the Christmas collection. This is Chameleon Chaos. Such a good one. Prada setting powder. Such a staple in my collection. Dior Jumbo Bronzer. Will always be the Dior Jumbo Bronzer. That is one of my favorites. I just love the packaging. I love the fragrance on this. I talk about this bronzer way too much. I'm also getting a very significant dip. I don't know if you could see it, but I am using this baby up. I don't know if you can't see, but it's significant. It's like a crater on the moon right there. She's getting well used and she's very well loved. I also have Trish McAvoy color corrector under my Sarah Creal concealer. I've been playing around with Patrick Ta blushes lately. This is one that came out during the Christmas season. This is Out of Office. I don't think this is available because I think this was limited edition, but if I can, I will link it down below. But again, I don't think it's available anymore, but he has a really beautiful blush formula. Just be careful. A little goes a long way. Okay, I will have everything linked down below, including the Betty palette, the mascara that I'm using, the eyeliner, the lipstick, all that fun stuff. And I will put a QR code up on the screen in case you're just chilling on your couch, hanging out with me, and you say, you know what, Courtney B. Luxe, you don't have to call me that. Courtney's fine. You say, Courtney, I don't want to get up and go to the computer, whatever. Don't worry, girl. I got you. Just scan the QR code with your camera on your phone, and it'll bring you to the entire collection that we are talking about today and everything that I'm using on my makeup loving face. And also the Chanel denim collection will be linked there in case you still have some items that you want to pick up and they're available. I will have all of that on my Shop My page. And now I also have YouTube shopping, which is very exciting. So whatever products are available through YouTube shopping, I will have down below. So you can also shop while you're watching this video and hanging out with me. Just so many ways to indulge in our little makeup obsession over here on our corner of the internet. So a lot of fun things. So one more time before I take these looks off my makeup loving eyes, here are the first 2 looks. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of the looks? Okay, so I have taken those looks off my makeup loving face and I have reapplied Paige as the base shade, and I cleaned up a little bit of my area because I didn't want to litter. Get it? Kitty litter, cat, Betty. Good, right? Okay. I hope you're laughing at home. I had that in my mind for like 20 minutes and I was waiting for the right moment. So I think the right moment came about, but you let me know in the comments down below if you appreciate my cat humor. Again, I hope you're laughing at home. And if you're not, please continue watching. I would appreciate it. You have to have fun in life, right? Life is too short to be taken seriously. Okay. So I'm going to go into this shade right here. This is Prima Donna. I'm going to go into the outer corner and build that up. And build it up a little bit more. This is a beautiful shade. I mean, they're all beautiful, but how pretty that is. I would love to combine one of these shades with the Maude single shade that I picked up recently. But I want to show this palette in its entirety, but I think that would be a beautiful combination. Okay. Taking a Refer 28, going into the Lavender Queen shade. Oh, so pretty. Now, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this palette compared to the Victoria Beckham Orchid palette? I feel like they're very different palettes, even though similar color story, I think they're just very different. This palette to me is more, I don't want to say the word versatile in the sense that Victoria Beckham isn't versatile, but I feel like this palette you could do more combinations with. Obviously, it's more shades, so it's 2 more shades than the Victoria Beckham, but you have a little bit of a different range of colors. You have this, orangey shade right here. So you have this iridescent shade with like a blue-pink shift. Actually, I'm going to dip into for a second. Put that a little bit in the middle. Maybe I'll use my finger for that. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle in the middle there. Yeah, it's pretty. But I feel like the Victoria Beckham is better for maybe everyday use. Maybe if you're not looking to play around with the palette as much as just have a beautiful, reliable purple color story. This palette I feel is a little bit more playful, but they're both beautiful. Okay. I'm going to take this shade right here, Starlet, and I'm going to use it under the brow. That's really pretty. Just to have a really fun purple look. I love that. What do we think? So I'm only going to take a hint of the Prima Donna shade and just do a little bit along the lower lash because I do want to use that eyeliner that I have. But just to give it a little bit of, and I just poked myself in the eye. A little bit of definition, a little bit of sparkle on the bottom. Okay. So I'm going to make this side look like this side. And then we're going to try the mascara and the eyeliner and the lipstick. A lot of more fun in store. Okay, taking the Prima Donna shade again, tap it. And just start working it into the outer corner of the eye. So a lot of new makeup coming up. Let me know what you'd be interested in seeing. Patrick Ta has a concealer, his first concealer. And then Natasha Denona has these Luxe Quads or Luxe Compacts, I think she's calling them, that are coming out. There's 3 color stories. And then Mary Phillips, the MPH line, she came out with a foundation. So interesting stuff coming down the pipe. And then Dior has some new eyeshadows coming up. Let me know what you'd be interested in seeing. Okay, now taking the shade right here, popping it into the middle. Okay. I think we're achieving perfection here. I'm just taking a Eyeshadow 23, going back into the Starlit shade. Just do a little inner corner highlight there. Just a little bit of something. Really, I'm just taking the Prima Donna shade, just running it very lightly on that lower lash line. And poke myself in the eye. That was a bad one. I should keep a running count of how many times I could poke myself in the eye with an eyeshadow brush in a video. I was doing well there for a while. I had like a running streak of not poking myself in the eye, but then I went right back to it. Old habits die hard, I guess, right? Okay. So now I'm going to grab the mascara and the eyeliner that I picked up, and then we're going to try the new lipstick shade. I'm excited to see that one. Okay, so before I apply mascara, I want to show you up close what the look looks like. What do we think? Now, obviously, this is a more dramatic take on the palette. I showed you before how you could do more neutral looks. This, I just wanted to have fun and really delve into the spirit of Betty and all the fabulousness that she is, and just play around with those purple shades. They're absolutely gorgeous. So pretty, so fun. And even though this is a more bold look, it's not too much. You know what I mean? Like the palette, even though you can go really wild with it or keep it more conservative, even if you go more fun with the look, it is still approachable. It's still something you could wear, on an everyday basis, or something you could wear and it not be, when you're going out on the town necessarily. It could just be a very fun look for the spring, or if you're going out to dinner and you're outside, you're dining outside on some veranda and you want some gorgeous looking man to look over and say, "My gosh, woman, what a beautiful cat-inspired makeup look that you have." Say this all the time. Your makeup application can lead to a perfect love story. So you never know where that may end up. So just keep it in mind the next time you're looking for a nice date and you feel like I said, dining outside, al fresco, whatever that means, and you just want to meet the love of your life. This palette may be the one to get you that love. I'm going to have to try it out. I'll let you know, but I'm hopeful. In all seriousness, it's a gorgeous palette, stunning, and I'm so glad that I have it in my makeup loving collection. Okay, so let me get the eyeliner. All right, so the Lisa Eldridge Seamless Glide Eye Pencil that I picked up is in the shade Renaissance Gold. Now, I have a lot of shimmer left on my hand from the eyeshadow palette, so hopefully you can see the shimmer on the eyeliner. Really beautiful. So I wanted to go with a lighter look because I figured with this palette, it would just be a better combination to have a lighter, a little shimmery eyeliner instead of something too dramatic. So now we're going to try to tightline. And then we do a little bit on top. Very creamy. Very smooth. Sorry, I'm not talking. I'm trying to not blame myself with a Lisa Eldridge eye pencil. Trying to concentrate. Okay. Nothing too dramatic, just a little bit of definition on the bottom there. So beautiful eyeliner. I've never tried her eyeliner formula before. Very creamy, very smooth. Went on pretty seamlessly. Beautiful. Okay. So now we're going to try the mascara that I picked up. And again, this is just the eyeliner up close. As a reminder, I will have everything linked down below and QR codes and things like that. All the things. All right, so now let's apply the mascara. This is the Lisa Eldridge Kitten Lash Mascara in the shade Burnt Umber. And I believe this is the mascara that Lisa Eldridge used when she was showing the Betty palette. And I think it's a perfect complement to the palette. It's a beautiful brown mascara. Let's clean that off. Mascara demo take 2. This is Burnt Umber. I'm not going to get it on my hand this time. All right, so let's apply mascara. Adding some nice volume there. I almost lost the mascara. Do you think they'd throw me out of the YouTube Academy for that? I guess for a mascara demo, it would help to have the actual mascara that I'm doing a demo of, right? So lengthening, volumizing. Very nice, not clumping up. It's doing a nice job of separating the lashes. And let's do a little on the bottom. Okay, so just applying to my other makeup loving eye. Any of you have cats out there, let me know in the comments down below. What type of cat do you have? What's their name? How old are they? And dogs too. As many of you know, I have a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. He's my world. And so I love talking about dogs, about cats, any other kind of animal. Let me know what you have. It just make the day so much better. And just do a little on the bottom there. Okay, so this is the completed eye look. We still have a lipstick to try out, but what do we think? Now, my eyelashes are quite thick and quite dark, so the brown shade may not be showing up on camera, but as far as the mascara formula, it's absolutely beautiful. Really volumizing, lengthening, no clumping, no residue coming off or anything like that. Really nice. So, very impressed with the eyeliner and the mascara from Miss Lisa Eldridge. I have a new to me shade of the Lisa Eldridge lipstick. This is the shade Simone number 182. I just went with a nude shade because I figured the eye look would be somewhat bold. Very creamy formula if you've never tried Lisa Eldridge's lipstick. Again, this is number 182 Simone. I think that'll go well with the eye look. Now, I'm not applying a lip liner just so you can see how it looks on its own. Okay, so this is the shade Simone. What do we think? I think she's pretty. I'm always looking for a good nude lip. I'm not saying this is completely nude, but I'm always looking for that perfect shade that combined with a bold eyeshadow look, it won't be too much. This is beautiful. And if you've never tried the Lisa Eldridge lipstick formula, it is buttery smooth, glides over the lips like a dream, really pretty. Everything I've tried so far from Lisa Eldridge, I really love. I have no complaints. So I am really happy with all the makeup that I tried today. I want to know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of Betty? Let's talk about Betty first of all. What do we think of her? Makeup case, 10 out of 10, adorable, 20 out of 10, okay? This is adorable. If this is still available, I would encourage you to get it. It is so soft, so fun, really nice. Like I said, the inside, you can easily wash it with a wipe if you get makeup and stuff in there. It's really, really pretty and just so fun. I love it. And the eyeshadow palette is a dream to work with. I was a little bit nervous about it being mostly shimmer shades. I would suggest that if you're looking for a good base to go with the Betty palette, you may want to pick up this Paige shade from Lisa Eldridge, unless you have an eyeshadow primer that you really love. I think this does a good job of just creating a clean canvas for the eyeshadow application. It doesn't crease, it's long lasting, and it's the perfect eyeshadow primer shade. And I think this combination, if you're interested in picking up Betty, I would encourage you to think about picking up the Paige shade of the Liquid Silk Liquid Eyeshadows from Lisa Eldridge. This is a beautiful formula, and this shade in particular is just the perfect eyeshadow primer. But the palette on its own is beautiful for spring, for summer, for daytime, for nighttime. Really versatile palette in a sea of purple eyeshadow palettes that we have coming up this spring. I think this one really stands out because of its versatility and just the formula is just buttery smooth perfection. So if you are on the fence about this palette, I would encourage you to check it out. And it is just such a fun palette to play with. And like I showed you earlier, you can create some more neutral everyday shades and then bump it up for your party time and you're going out and, like I said, dining al fresco outside where you're going to meet the love of your life who's very impressed with your cat-inspired makeup. And if you wear this Betty makeup case as your bag, you're probably married by June, okay? I have to try it. I don't know if I would wear this out to dinner because I'd actually want to keep it home nice and safe, and I may get funny looks that a woman my age is walking around with this as a pocketbook, but you know what? Maybe it'll work. If you try that, let me know in the comments down below if you find true love with that combination. All right, but all joking aside, I am really impressed with the Betty palette, and I would highly recommend it. I think it's just so much fun to play with and so perfect for the spring and summer coming up. And the Victoria Beckham palette, it is not in stock right now at the time of filming. But if you're wondering which one to go with, it's hard to say. I think they both serve kind of different purposes. If you're looking for something more like a good powerhouse purple palette that you can wear every day, reliable, you don't have to get another base shade involved. You just have everything in the palette and you could do it very easily from day to night. I would go with the Victoria Beckham when it comes back in stock. Or if you're looking for something more playful, something maybe to mix with other palettes, or like I said, that base shade from Lisa Eldridge, I would go with the Betty, or you could try both. That's what I say. Why only have one when you can have two? But take that with a grain of salt, because that's just my philosophy. If you and I go shopping together, I am enabling you to buy both. Okay? If you're in Home Goods like I was the other day, and you are looking at the Highland cows that are decorated for both St. Patrick's Day and Easter, I'm going to tell you to buy both. I'm not going to tell you to pick, because why have one when you can have both Highland cows? I should get that on a bumper sticker. But anyway, moving on. I love the lipstick shade. I think it's a really beautiful neutral shade. And I love how it pairs with Betty. I think it's just a really nice neutral lip for when you just want something on your lips so that you don't look too washed out, but you also don't want to compete with your eyeshadow look. It's a really pretty shade. Again, I will have it linked down below. And the mascara, I'm impressed as I'm kind of going like this with my eyelashes to feel how it feels. It's not clumping up. It's not hard. You know how sometimes mascara can get hard. It's just very soft, but yet it's lifting the lashes. It's volumizing them. Really nice. And the eyeliner was just very easy to use. I love the shade. And the formula was just buttery smooth. So I am very happy with this whole Lisa Eldridge experience. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think? Let me know if you're considering Betty, if you have any questions or any questions about the mascara, the eyeliner, the lipstick, all that stuff. I love to help you guys in the comments down below. Let me know if you have any questions about shades, things like that. And let me know what you're thinking about Betty. I want to hear your thoughts. And you are the most supportive, best, fun community. And I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. For anyone that's new here, I would love it if you were to consider subscribing to my channel. We have so much fun talking about all the latest in makeup and beauty. And like I said earlier, just in life, we just have a lot of fun on this channel. And I would love it for you to join our growing community of beauty lovers and friends. We have a lot of fun spring releases coming up, and I would not want you to miss out on any of that fun. So please make sure that you hit the little subscribe button and the notification bell below so that you do not miss out. I would love it for you to join us in upcoming reviews and makeup adventures. And thank you so much in advance if you do subscribe. And if you have already subscribed and you've been here for a while, for a day, whatever it is, I thank you so much for your time. I know that we all live really busy lives, so the fact that you choose to spend any part of your day with me means the world to me. And in the comments below, even if you don't have anything to say about the makeup or you don't have any questions, just say hi. Let me know that you stopped by. I love chatting with you guys in the comments, so I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.